Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Today we are going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Blush Tribe Fall Fusion palette. This is one of the looks and I will have 2 other ones. So here is this gorgeous palette. I cannot get enough of this. So in love with it. I do have a first impression swatches and another look up and I will link that right here for you guys. At the end of the looks, I will have a more summed up review of what I think of the shades, shadows, and the palette as a whole. If you like these kind of videos, I do hope that you will give this video a thumbs up. I hope you will subscribe to my channel and put your notifications bell on as well. Let's go ahead and get into look number 1. Look, I think I'm going to start out with do these oranges and then work in these purples right here. So I'm going to start with Fire Pit right here in the crease. This one it just lays down so nicely. And then you can build it up or you can leave it as a light wash, which I always appreciate in a shade because it's, you know, you've got a shade range you can use with it. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild P15. This is my pinched blending brush that I like to use for the crease. And I'm going to take Pumpkin right here. Ooh. And that's going to go in the crease. I'm kind of bringing this one up a little bit instead of in line with the crease. I'm bringing it up a little bit over here. It's going to be part of my outer V. And this one I'm patting more in than blending, but we'll blend it out with that lighter orange color because that's gonna, patting that on is gonna get you more pigment than blending it on. But then I'm gonna take a little bit of Pumpkin and blend those two together right there. We're gonna go in with some purple shades. So I think I'm gonna start out, let's see what these all look like together. Boy, you could just do a purple look with this. It would be a dark purple look, but you could do it. Alright, I think I'm going to start out with Angelica, which is this one on the pinky here. I think I'm actually going to take it on, this is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush from one of the palettes. I actually do use these in my makeup routine. They're probably my favorite brushes that come in palettes. But I'm just taking the outer side of that. It's just a smaller, it's almost like a small, not quite smudger brush, but it's going to allow me to pack some color onto here. So this one is going to go on the outside of the lid. I am going to deepen it up some with Aubergine here. I don't know if we're going to bring in October or not. Maybe on the lower lash line. Okay, I think that is enough here. I'm going to go in with my little fluffy brush. This is the Morphe 507. And take Aubergine, which is this purple color right here. And that's just going to hopefully deepen up this outer V. We'll have to see how deep it goes. Okay, yep, I like that. That gave that a little depth. Maybe I'll just pull that in here. Okay, then I'm going to go back in with Pumpkin, which is the darker orange color. And we're going to blend these together. I had a little skipping there with Aubergine, and I don't want that. I love how these colors, like even blending them together where I didn't necessarily want to blend them together, they don't muddy at all. They just create an even prettier shade. Oh, this palette. Okay, next we're going to go in for the shimmer shade, and I am going to take just a flat shader brush and pick some of Lily up. Whoa, that is crumbly. I'm going to try it without a glitter glue on, but I may need to put one down. I'm just hoping I don't get a ton of fallout. Boy, oh my gosh, that color is so beautiful. So look, this is how much crumble I had on that. Quite a bit. Very soft shadow. Definitely need to spray these. So far, not any fallout. I'm going to pull this one all the way to the inner corner. I am loving that shade. Oh, goodness gracious. So it doesn't look like there's really fallout if you've got a fixing spray, and I'm patting it very gently onto here. Where this matte and shimmer shade meet, I'm going to take, what was it, Angelica, and just blend those together so there's no harsh lines there. And I think I'm going to take that Angelica on the lower lash line, and let's just see how that looks. So if I had my matte orange ColourPop liner, I would probably put that in the waterline for this look, but I have not purchased it yet. I'm just going to take a little, similar to a pencil brush, and I'm going to take Sakina, which is this light shade right here, and use that for an inner corner highlight. I just cannot get over how well all of these shades go together. I think you could pick any 4 shades or 5 shades and create a look that looks great together. Actually, maybe a palette bingo is in order for this palette. All right, let me see what else I'm gonna do. I wanted to do something to pop the waterline, but I cannot find any of my light purple shades. So we're gonna use this gel liner from LA Girl. It's the purple, it's like Paradise Purple, I think, something like that. It's got a little brightness to it. Put that in the waterline. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the waterline, and then I'm going to go ahead and do liner and mascara, and I will be back with the final look. I absolutely love this look. Oh my gosh. It's like a rustic sunset, I think. I went ahead and went with a nude lip, so I've got Insanity on from Urban Decay. It is a cream lipstick. And yeah, here is look 1. Love all the colors. Definitely need to spray those shimmer shades. But let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. For look number 2, I want to incorporate the blue. I think the gold and the blue and the yellow for sure. And I want to do some kind of glitter cut crease. So we might end up doing these with the blue. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to start out with Aspen right here, and that's going to go in the transition area. Oh, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm not changing this up, but I forgot I wanted to use a white base with this yellow shade to see how it can be built up, but I don't want it built up a lot on this look. So we're not going to do that with this look, and I don't know that I'll be using it with a white base on the next look. Maybe I will. We'll see. I'm going to go in for my crease, and I'm going to use that lighter orange shade, which is Fire Pit. And I'm just going to stamp that on to start with to really build it up. Actually, I don't think I want it to go all the way to the inside. I may just do this, and then we'll do blue on the outer part and a shimmer across the lid. And then I'll use my glitter liner to cut that crease where the shimmer color is. Just wanted something a little different today. I feel like I've started to feel like as I'm editing my videos, I've been getting in kind of a rut of how I've been doing my eye makeup. Like I've been doing a very standard way of application, and I like to switch it up sometimes, which is why I wanted to do the glitter liner to cut the crease. I just got a smaller fluffy brush. This is, what did I use here? I used a fluffy blending brush. This is a Crown one. I have no idea what it's called. It's from a FabFitFun box in the transition area. I use my Wet n Wild P15 in my crease. And this, I have a smaller blending brush. This is one from the Balm. No idea what it's called. But it's a smaller, it's a smaller fluffy brush. And I'm gonna take the blue one, which is called Midnight. And that's gonna go on the outer third of the lid. I'm gonna get a smaller one. Picked up the Morphe 507. It's just a smaller, fluffy brush. It's better for more detail. And this one is helping me pack this on a little bit better. I'm gonna put down a little bit more of Fire Pit. Just right here to blend these two together. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of these titanium dusts that I got. This will be the perfect look for that. All right, so let's take a look at what the colors are. Here's the colors. I think I'm gonna go with this one because it's got a more yellow tone to it. You know what else I've noticed is my eye looks are like very purple, pinky, red lately. So I wanna have a little bit of a different shade to it today. All right, so here's what my little package of the titanium dust looks like, and here's how it looks on the inside. I spill it. I'm gonna lay down glitter glue so I make sure this sticks, and I kind of want, well, you'll see it, but I want my crease to be angled this way. So I want the shadow, oh my gosh, if I drop this, don't worry, that was my color switch band, not the titanium dust. All right, so I'm gonna angle the glitter glue. I want the shadow on my lid to have an angle out like this. So I'm gonna lay this down on the whole lid. Then right here, I'm gonna angle in. And I'm going to go in with a small flat shadow brush. And I have never used this before, so I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to try to apply it first with just this. Just realized you guys weren't pulled in very far. Okay, so this is it with no fixing spray. So my next dip in, I'm going to spray with fixing spray. That is so pretty. Ooh! All right. I actually think it looks pretty similar both ways. Maybe a little more glistening with the fixing spray. Put a little more on. So I'm really patting it down in that front area. Now when I get to here, I'm going to angle it. I actually think I'm going to lay the NYX mixing medium on top of it. I think it did help a little the last time I used that, so I'm going to see if that'll prevent some transfer onto the upper eyelid. And then I'm going to do the other eye with this, and then I'll be back to do that cut crease. I wanted to show you guys the mixing medium. So what this is it's it's a multitasker, so it's meant to be able to help shadow stay where it's placed, and you can also use it for making shadows into liner, so mixing that together. I haven't used it for that, and I will have a more detailed video at some point on my channel after I've played with it more. But it's just like a liquid gel, and you just pat it on top of your shimmery or loose shades. So I'm still figuring out if this works well or not. Back in with the blue. I think this is probably a blue that's gonna have to be built up quite a bit. It just is not at the pigment that I would want it at right now. It's a little better, and then I'm gonna clean that brush off, and then, okay, now blending it's coming off. Okay, let me get a little pointy brush. I'm just going to take a pencil brush. This one is from Morphe. And pat that back in. Next, what I'm going to do, lower lash line. So I'm going to take that pencil brush, and I do want to put some of this blue on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to add the blue on the outer third. And then I'm going to take Fire Pit, the lighter orange color, and that's going to go on the remainder of the eye. I think I'm just going to put a little yellow, the light yellow in here. Alright, so I just want something simple for my inner corner highlight. So I'm going to take Trixie, this is from the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. Just pop that. I think I need to spray this a little bit. There we go. So it's just kind of like a simple champagne color. I don't want my highlight to take away from my titanium dust color. So I've got my NYX glitter liner in Crystal Silk. This is a gold color. And I'm just gonna put that right above where the titanium dust is. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry, do the other eye, do liner, mascara, and be back with the final look. I love this look. I love this titanium dust, so pretty. I'm gonna put on the Maybelline, what are these things called? Is this like Ultra? I thought it said on here. Oh, here. So I'm gonna put on the Superstay Matte Ink from Maybelline in Amazonian. I really like how that looks with this look. So that is look number 2. I think I said everything that I used on my eyes. Did I? I used the Galactic liquid liner, and I've got Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme mascara on my lashes. And I think that's all. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to look number 3. So for look number 3, I want to do something kind of fun. I definitely want to use the hot pink because I haven't used that yet. And no, let's see. Maybe these 3. So that's the red, the hot pink, and Angelica. Maybe we'll do that. So I want to do an open cut crease. So it's got the void space in there. I don't do this very often, so hopefully it'll turn out okay. And then I've got a purple. I want to use this metallic Maybelline purple eyeliner for my wing. So the majority of my color is going to go from the transition area and up, because then I'm going to have my cut crease take up all of my lid space and come out. So I'm going to start with just some fluffy brushes, but smaller fluffy brushes. So I think I'm going to start Start with the red, which is Bonfire, and see how much I can blend it out into a lighter transition color. Oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. And then I think I'm gonna do purple and then pink at the bottom of this. And then the purple wing. I wanted to be able to use all the colors so that I could give a little review on all the colors and what I think of them. And I just, I've been wanting to try some different types of eye looks, so this will be perfect. So since I'm doing the open cut crease, I am bringing this up a little bit higher than usual onto my brow bone because this is where the majority of my color is going to be on my eye. Next shade I'm going to go into is the purple, and I'm going to take that on a smaller fluffy brush. You know what? I think I'm going to use my pinched blending brush. This is my P15 from Wet n Wild that I always use for my crease. This one though is going to go a little higher up than the crease, and it's going to be more between that transition area and crease. And I'm pulling these out a little farther than usual because they're also going to make up part of that wing when I pull the cut crease all the way out to the edge. Then the last shade I'm going to take is the hot pink. Now I'm going to use this new brush that I got from BH Cosmetics. I don't know how good it's going to be for what I want it for, so I may end up swapping out brushes, but I wanted to give it a try. It is number 6. It's one of the pinched fan brushes, so this is supposed to be good for blending and detail. So this shade is gonna go right in the crease area. Ooh, I actually really like this brush. Something that I've noticed about these eyeshadows that I really love is I can blend them but still see the other shades that are there, and I really love that about these because I love all the shades. Okay, I'm gonna put pop a little more of Angelica in there right in between to blend these two together. And then we're going to do our cut crease. Should have had you squeezed in there before a little bit closer. All right, so I've got my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, my concealer brush, and to start this off, I'm actually going to draw the shape that I want, and I am going to use, I was trying to find a pink liner, but then I remembered I don't have a pink liner. I guess I could use a lip liner, but I did find I have a Stila eyeliner in a very neutral color, so I thought this would be a good one because this will blend right in with the concealer. I'm going to start by drawing on where I want my line to go. So I'm going to pull it into the crease. And I want it to go out. Then I'm going to take my concealer and concealer brush. I just find a concealer brush is the most precise for creating a cut crease. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. I think that turned out looking pretty good. I'm gonna do the other side, and then I will be back to do the liner. I think we might do a glitter liner in here. Got one eye done with my purple eyeliner, and I used the Maybelline Master Precise Ink Metallic in Cosmic Purple. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And then I'm trying to decide if I want to put a glitter little line right here. I may not want to since this one is metallic, but it may also look cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this eye. Oh, I need to set this concealer for sure. I better do that first. I should have done that. Oh, bad choice, bad choice. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Jewel Pop one and just this lightest one right here to set. Ooh, but I'm gonna have to do some kind of light, smaller brush. Alright, so I just got some creasing there, so I want to set that. Do this more often, it looks so cool. Okay, back to liner. Ooh, my battery is about to die. So hopefully I can finish the liner before it dies. Or no, I mean my card's about to be full. This one's not a brush tip, it's like a flimsy stick tip, I guess. I think I'm also going to set this. I don't want to because of the purple, but maybe I'll just see if I can get it on a little. There we go. So you have to do a couple layers of this to get it really pigmented. I'm going to go delete stuff from this card and figure out what I want to do on the rest of my eye, and then I think I'll probably put mascara on and be back to show you guys the final look and a cumulative review of the palette. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it plain for this one. I forgot I have to do the under eyes too, so I haven't done mascara. And then I'm filming another video after this, so I'm going to put a glitter liner right here for that one. So I think that will look, I think I will like that a lot. Okay, so what do we need to do? Lower lash line. So in the waterline, I'm going to use this is the LA Girl purple gel liner that I use a lot because I love it. So this is going to go in my waterline. It actually matches the liner perfectly because it kind of has a bit of a metallic pop to it. So I'm going to use some of the pink from my Fall Fusion palette. That one is called Paulina, I think is how you say her name. She's a YouTuber here on YouTube. I think I'm going to put pink across the whole lash line and just match it to the top. So for inner corner highlight, I'm going to use this shade right here because it has a bit of a pinky tone to it. Now I'm going to do mascara, then I will be back to give kind of a summary of the shadows. Okay, so I'm back with mascara on and the final look. I really like this look. I think there's just a right amount of shade differentiation on the top with that purple. Loving it. Alright, so let's go over the two shades that I kind of struggled with in this palette. One is the blue, which I love the color of, but it does not blend well, and when you try to blend it out into other shades, it tends to fade away. I kind of mentioned that in look 2 that I did, and if you're going to use that shade, I think you'd have to pat it on and leave it on. And then the other shade, this yellow, it just doesn't quite build up. It's definitely a lighter wash of color, but I think also usable within these looks, especially if you're using it for a transition shade to just help to kind of bring into these other ones because it is a lighter color. So, I mean, overall, I am loving this palette, loving the shade ranges, loving the color story. The shimmer shadows, beautiful. Definitely, I recommend using a sticky base with them as well as a fixing spray when you use them. And what I do is I dip them into the pan, then spray it, and then use it on my eyes. And I've had really good luck with them that way. The rest of the shades, like I've said, beautiful, beautifully pigmented, blend together well without washing each other out. So I would definitely recommend this palette. Also, as always, I recommend getting it with a coupon code, especially if you are in US, because you are going to pay a higher shipping price. So that discount code just kind of helps it offset that price. But there are lots of coupon codes floating around. Blush Tribe frequently has them on their website. They just had one. There was one in October for sure. That might be when I got this one, but they usually have a 20 or 25% off. And then there's lots of YouTubers that have like 10 to 15% off also, I believe. So use your coupon code, guys. And for the titanium dust, I used Selma for my blue yellow look that was look number 2. I love this shade. I want to say there's about 3 different chrome colors you get with it, so a tri-chrome, but I got a green, a yellow, and a copper, and I think it was so beautiful and unique. What's this one? Lava looks like it may be similar to some other dual chrome shadows that I've used, and I haven't used that one yet, but it still is pretty if you don't have something like it. But Selma was definitely a unique shade to me. And I used that on a sticky base with a fixing spray as well, and it worked out great. So overall, I love all of these items from Blush Tribe. This is the second purchase from Blush Tribe that I have been happy with. So I do recommend them as a brand. I recommend this palette. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day. Subscribe before you leave. Click the like button. Put your notifications bell on so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.